Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you are in the world. It's May the 13th already. Another week, a new week, Monday. And we are going to have a look for the third time to see if we can get Aspire Preview up and running. But more of that. And why is my audio echoing? That should be better. Good, let's start with the intro. Welcome back. So to recap a little bit what happened earlier in last week's streaming sessions was that we tried to get Aspire Preview up and running. I think it's Preview 5, if I'm correct. First time we tried with .NET 9, even though David Fowler just recommended it not to do that because it's just not working, and I did not know that. So second time was trying to get up to running with .NET 8, and then it appeared that it needed Docker desktop on your machine, and that was not on the VM. So that was attempt number 2. So then we are now to attempt number 3, and while preparing my VMs to get Docker desktop on it, it appeared that you need to have Docker Business for that. So what I now did was install my Docker desktop on my streaming machine. Hopefully it won't interfere too much with the live stream here. Let's go to the code window. My code window is now actually just my desktop window. And what we see here is that if we look at the individual components, there is no Aspire SDK installed right now. So let's go to the documentation page for Aspire again. It's on my different screen. Let's see if it still fits on this screen as well while live streaming, because this is usually not the default machine to work on. Let's Google this Aspire.net overview. We just pretend as if nothing happened last week. We just try again. So there's the overview explaining things. That's what we've been going through. Quick start, build your own first .NET application. And then here you have your prereqs, .NET 8. That should be good now. Command. That's also a different window. Repos. I don't have the terminal installed, I think, on this machine. Not sure. Make directory 2024-05-13. 2024-05-13. That's today. So let's first list .NET. Let's make this a little bit bigger for you to enjoy the bigger font. .NET list SDKs. So no number 9, that's good. We do have the 104 and the 300 preview. That's okay. Let's check the runtimes. That's much more. some 7s. Not sure why there's 7 on here. So that part is met. Aspire workload. Setup and tooling. That's what you found out like last week as well, is that the setup and tooling is at the end of the getting started. So dive into that first. So list the workloads installed. Let's click the copy button here to make sure. That it's actually getting a clean copy. No workloads installed. That's what I kind of expected. Open VStudio installer, select modify, select next to VStudio 2022 preview, select ASP.NET. But you can also do it the CLI way by doing so. .NET workload install Aspire. Then I would expect something to happen here. Something is happening, but it's not showing. Hope it will not give me a security prompt. Because that will ruin the streaming app. Oh, there you are. Yeah. Now let's see if my screen is still moving. Looks like I'm still up and running. The question is, are the screens still the right one? I think it's still moving. No, it's not. So my camera is still working, but my screen share is not working anymore. Let me try to fix that quickly. Change. I think it was screen 4. Meantime, it's still installing there. Okay. That's not... Is it the right screen? Yes, it is the right screen, I think. Let me see if it moves. Yes, it's moving. That's good. Hosting is the case. Mono stuff is in there. Mscripten. What's Mscripten? Is cache. I hope you still have audio. No way of checking that. So it's installing the script and stuff, and then it's removing the node in Python once. I'm not sure what's happening there. Now someone's trying to call me. Oh, it's nice, these people trying to call you while live streaming. If you're watching, don't do that. In the meantime, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell on YouTube, or follow on Twitch, or subscribe, obviously, if you don't want to have the ads in your screen every now and then that Twitch puts in. Maybe if we're lucky, then this will install today. And also what I wanted to do is next Wednesday is doing like a marathon live coding thing. Or maybe it's not live coding, but it's updating knowledge on the AZ204 certification. I need to renew it, so I need to check if everything is still in place. Then after that, probably I will go when I'm offline doing the exam, because I'm not allowed to share that. Hopefully I will get the certification in place, renew then, because you have to do that every year. Is it 204 renew? English language of this renewal assessment was updated on January 16th. Localized versions take approximately 3 weeks after. And usually I don't want to take localized versions. So what's new for measurement these times is explore Azure functions, develop Azure functions, implement Azure key vault, implement Azure app configuration, monitor app performance, implement Azure container apps, manage container images in Azure Container Registry, run container images in Azure Container Instances, a lot of containers, work with Azure Cosmos DB, and consume as Azure Cosmos DB for NoSQL. That's a lot of renewal things. So basically what we are going to plan is go through all of these. Not sure how much time is put in there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 modules. Should be doable in 8 hours. Still running? Wow. That's kind of slow. Let me sign in. Hopefully not doxing myself. Back. Let's put this on screen right now. Okay, I'm logged in apparently. Back to live coding. See if that's still working. Yeah. Take the renewal assessment. No, not now, but let's see recommendations. I'm not sure why it's not showing this by default. I have to renew it by July 28th. Last time I got it up on July 27, I guess. Oh, that's the first time, 2020. That's now already 4 years ago, almost. My level is 12. 263,350 points. It's like 70,000 points to go for the next level. How's this going? Why does this take so long? Another recommendation is to, if you go to .NET Rocks, it's already .NET Rocks. The last episode of the .NET Rocks here. Is there a list of episodes? The feed burner is dead, okay. Can't remember URL of particular link we shared. Try searching it for it here. No. So anyway, the last episode of .NET Rocks with Scott Hunter. .NET Rocks Scott Hunter 2024. I think it's this one. Don't want to play this, but in this episode, Carl Richard talked to Scott Hunter about the Microsoft tooling, especially related to cloud native applications. That's basically also where Aspire comes into place. And he is explaining that it will be released on general availability on build. I'm not sure if he was meant to say that, but at least he mentioned it. And also, one of the things that they are going to show there is that the dashboard that you can see in your, usually in your local version, can now also be deployed in the cloud. That was mentioned a little bit in the .NET community call, where they posted as an idea, and apparently they picked that up and they are going to deploy that at build. So make sure that you have a look at build. All these items are discussed in the this one. We copy the link in here and put that in the chat, because that's also a good preparation to listen to before going into Aspire at all. Let's try and see if we can see the workloads now. Where are the things there? Here. This is what we did. Now let's list it again. This should now show the Aspire workload. and it does. It is in here. That's the good news. One step down. Let's go into here again. Container runtime. Aspire.NET Aspire are designed to run in containers. You can either use Docker or Docker Desktop is the most common container runtime. Podman is an open source daemonless. So I installed Docker Desktop. So you can see it in here. What are the extensions? A lot of extensions. Let's read along. Docker that can build an open container initiative. If your host environment has both Docker and Podman installed, .NET Aspire defaults to using Docker. You can instruct .NET Aspire to use Podman instead by setting the .NET Aspire container runtime. cmd. I said click. No, now I get to cd data repos. Huh? CD 2024-05-13. Oh. That's interesting. So where did I just make that? Well, let's try this again. Make directory 2023 4 05 13, because that's today. 13. There we are again. Let's click on the secrets thing there. Is there any .NET Aspire thing in there? No, not yet. Back to coding window. But I guess that if that's not available, it's just going for Docker. The Aspire projects templates. Okay, let's go for the GitHub repo. GitHub. Sign in. Back to the secrets. That's the risk of doing things on our streaming PC, that everything is jumping into screen already. GitHub. Not that it's showing anything, but copy, paste, signing, use passkey. It's not happening. What is the authenticator app then? Oh, okay. Back to the code window here. Spire, demo, samples. It's this one. System is super slow. I think that's related maybe to the Docker thing. I don't know. They renamed the Aspire shop. All and fancy things for .NET. Not sure if you can actually buy them. Let's go first into Visual Studio itself. Studio. Where's my Visual Studio ending up? Nowhere. Everything takes forever today to load, apparently. Let's see if we're still live here. Yeah, we're still live. And on YouTube. Where's my Visual Studio? No Visual Studio starting here. Yeah, I can click on it, but I'm sure it will run twice then. Let's just click again. I do see the splash now. $192 badges, 32 trophies. That's a lot. 2021. The studio is blocking my machine. Where did my Visual Studio go? In the meantime, maybe we can just clone the samples repo. Git clone Aspire samples. The other one that I wanted to clone is the one from last week from Rudy. Copy. See, now I have two Visual Studios coming up here. So annoying. Close one. Also clone this one. Copy. In here. Git clone. Create a new project. Even that is loading terribly slow today. Even with my fiber connection and things like that, it's still terribly slow. But I'm guessing it's because I'm now using the streaming PC for this. Although I don't think I see a lag on my CPU for the streaming is still 14%. That's not that much. We do have a 97% on GPU. Aspire. Oh. Starter application. Project template for creating .NET Aspire with Blazor web frontend and a web API backend. Optionally use Redis for caching. .NET Aspire application. App host. I think these are the independent items that are part of the starter application. First, Aspire. Let's put that into data repos 2024-05-13. Let's see if that's still there. Yeah. Creating a new folder. Let's do that. .NET 8. Don't use .NET 9 if you have that in the list. Configure for HTTPS. Use Redis for caching. Requires supported container runtime. And create test projects. Integration testing. Let's first start without it. Don't push it too much. Let's first see if we can get the basic one up and running. That's a challenge on its own. What's happening? Oh, that's happening. Looks like it's reloading the complete studio environment again. Probably do some reloading of the new Git packages. We do see here the API service as part of the application. The app host, that's basically the Aspire part. The service defaults, I'm not sure if that's put in by Aspire. IntelliSense is still pending, but let's go back. And this is the web application. So let's first reviewing the file. When did I ask for that? By clicking on it, probably. Don't want to preview that. Let's build this all and see if it will build to start with. Running out of coffee. You are using a preview of .NET version. That, yeah, obviously. Warning. Show timestamp. You can see that's like 2 p.m. in my place. Bing. Hit the bell. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done already. It did build completely. Now let's see if it's also running. F5. Now I'm interested to see what it will do with Docker. We have an hourglass. Oh, and we do have a dialog over here. Some window. Something is happening. Distribute application. Maybe it looks like I need to get a subscription of Docker Business because and run that in a heavy VM. We have something listening. Localhost. Let's put a window here because you don't see it otherwise. Looks like we have something in here. It's loading. We have two running instances here, like the app API service and the web front. So that looks good. Let's see if what we have in here. Nothing. So I wonder why it needed this. No clue why that's in there. Maybe if we run something. We have the logs and we have details. Let's quickly go over the documentation first. Quick start. Because we completely skipped that. So we are now for Studio, I think. We don't use this. This requires the Redis cache. In here it was an option, I think. File new project. Search for Aspire. Select. Project name Aspire sample. That's not what we named it. Leave the rest of the values at the default and click next. Make sure .NET 8 long time, that's what we selected. Ensure that you have used Redis for caching. Requires a supported container. Is checked and select create. And that's what we did not do. So we probably need to do it again. Optionally, you can select create test project. This is annoying that it's now required. Test the apps locally. The sample app is now ready for testing. If you want to verify the following, whether data is retrieved from the API using the service discovery and displayed on the weather page. Subsequent to requests are handled via the output caching configured by the .NET Redis component. That's probably not showing because we don't have the Redis component. That's also the one that's missing here. So we can do two things. The app displays the .NET Aspire dashboard. We'll look at the dashboard for more detail later. For now, find the web front end in the list of the resource and select the project's localhost endpoint. We do have that in the list. Where is it? There. Why does it open Chrome by default? What did it say? Open the web front end. Web front end. We have two, the HTTP version and we have the HTTPS version. So let's look at that. Home from the homepage of the web front end app displays Hello World. There you have Hello World. Navigate from the home to the weather page and using left navigation. Weather displays the weather data. Make a mental note of some of the values. Well, let's click on here and then make a mental note of some of the values. Let's make sure that we do something like so. It's my mental node. It's actually a physical node. Continue occasionally refreshing the page for 10 seconds. Within 10 seconds, the cache data is returned. Eventually, a different set of data appears. That's the image, this one. This one is already different, so if I now refresh again, 109. Different again. If it's getting from the cache, then it's also a little bit quicker. 64, 64. See, whenever it's renewing, that's taking a little bit longer. Congratulations, you first created your things. Your first .NET Aspire application. Let's now investigate the structure and other features of the new application. When you run a .NET Aspire app, the dashboard launches that you use to monitor various parts of the app. The dashboard resembles the following screenshot, but it does not because I did not enable the Redis in there. This one is missing from mine. Not this one. Here. Let's see if the logging is actually doing something. It is doing something. And if we look at the web front end details. This shows where it's currently running. With the ports on there, HTTP target port 54524, all the environment settings. It's interesting because you'll have also the look and the copy options. API service. The weather forecast. Return some information there. Let's see if it's also having the... No, that's not showing. Apparently it's not showing the output for the API. And it's also not... Oh, it is. It is active, so... That looks good. I should have done the one with the Redis in there. Structured. Structured logs. Good afternoon, Dimitri TV. Long time that you don't open a stream on Twitch. Well, actually, I've been here like 3 times a week, but on a different time, that is. Because I switched jobs and I now stream before my job at like this time or a little bit earlier. And doing like three times a week, Monday, Wednesday and Friday. except for this week, because Friday I will be traveling, and next week as well. So also next week I'm not streaming. But otherwise, I will be Monday, Wednesday, and on Friday. So if you haven't already subscribed, then yeah, my guess is you already are in there. Because then you get a notification if I'm going live. What's my audio making weird sounds here? So that's the first Aspire application. It's actually working. So the next thing I want to do here is go into, close this. Go into the repo of Rudy. Go to my Aspire Blazor add-in, I think that is. Then open the solution. My app.solution. This one. And that's starting on the other screen again. Get that back. Yeah, nice. These days I'm working for a US company. So I'm working from 3 p.m. to 12 p.m. European time. That's actually Eastern Standard Time for like New York time. So my leisure time and my streaming time is then in the morning, European time. And I've been trying to get Aspire up and running for like three streams already. This is the third one on Aspire, and this is because it needed Docker apparently. I'm not sure why, because it's still empty. There are no containers in here. The engine is running, but I'm not sure why it's using it. So I quickly want to run this one once more, because I promised Rudy to have this up and running. And then have a quick lunch, then start to work. Then I will be back on Wednesday for a marathon stream, like 8-hour streaming. Ruko. Can't watch live, but we'll see the replay later today. Yeah. Do you change your name every time? Because now it's not having the 404 in there. It's terribly slow on this machine while streaming and doing the Aspire stuff. Come on. Let's put a subscribe ad in the middle, because we're waiting anyway. And it's not working either. That stopped working. I think I'm having some load issues here. There it is. create applications. So this application should throw in the Excel add-in if it's all working the way we would expect it. What he did was basically take the site loader app from Office and trying to load an Office add-in in here as part of the Aspire environment. Still giving the hourglass here. Maybe free up some memory there. So this is the add-in. Make sure you have the app host selected. Basically that's the default. It's restoring the new GA packages. IntelliSense is loading. Let's do build here. Let's see if it's already building. Because otherwise we're running out of time here. Preview version of .NET 2.4.203. What did you mention here in your thingy there? Doesn't mention it. Still going. If this works, then probably we'll also try to rebuild my software application. Soft as in software.com. Put that in the Aspire context as well. Probably after my traveling, and then the build conference is also behind us at the end of May. Rewrite this a little bit to make sure that it's also Aspire triggered. Still 802. Build started. Number 7. I think I already built it, but probably just checking the root. I think there are two web clients in here, the web and the add-in client, because they are both websites. 0 failed, so that's sounds good. Oh, my Stream Deck's completely down now. Want to do anything here? It said build completed, but does it also run? Let's try it again. Looks like it was still building. Will it not trigger Excel? Now listening on localhost 17209. There we go. The question is, does it also sideload it now? Or do I need to start Excel myself? So usually what happens is also it also kicks in the add-in. Oh, why is it set to single startup? Let's close that. So I think in your thing it was mentioning put in multiple startup, and then app host and sideloader. Yes, indeed, that's what I kind of expected. But I did not do that. So change that to configure startup. Change that to multiple startup, and then the application host start, and then we have the site loader, I guess. Yeah, because that's one is responsible for loading the add-in in Excel. Let's start. Do we also need to put in a dependency? I don't think so. 5. Things are happening. There's the 17209. The next thing would be the side loader. Oh, it's opening on the other screen. There. There's the show task painting. I think that's the one from Rudy. I'm saying Rudy, but I'm not sure if that's your right name. Yeah, it is. Let's have a look here. Loading the add-in. Even that's slow today. Let's check that's not in. Office is now on ready. We are hosting in Excel. That's also good. Before WebAssembly start. That's good. That's part of the add-in. Now, if only there was something in here. There you are. Yes, there it is. Excellent. And it's actually the Blazor application. And you're using the Fluent UI as well. That's nice. I like this a lot. Yeah. Go to home. As the hello world is also part of the original Blazor application counter. That's working. Weather API. Even that's working. Copy to Excel. Oh, nice. Create a new table in there. The information that we see in here as well. Fresh. It's probably reloading the environment. What you also see is that the routing is working because of the fix that was put in there. Yeah, we all see them now. Very good. Yeah. Very happy to see that's actually working. Documentation and demos about Blazor. Yeah, this is basically the Blazor application, but I like the theming, like Excel theming in here. Where's the web app? Is that this one? There's the weather forecast service. Nice. This is the existing web app. It's actually not running right now, I guess. Layout. Pages. There's the app.razor. This one has the routing fix in here. So this is basically your entry point for the application. So this is running on the server, I guess, and the let's have a look at the Aspire output here, because this one is the weather forecast service used in the add-in. Oh, why is that not working? That's interesting. Did I stop it? No, I did not stop it. Interesting, that's not showing the weather forecast API. Maybe it's protected. Can't find it. Let's have a look at the Excel add-in. That's this one. So this is the front end for the Blazor application, I guess. There's the application. Probably if I now click this one, it will might break. Oh, this doesn't show. Oh, that's smart. Oh, this is the Blazor application. That's the normal front end. That's working. This is working, so but that's called weather. But weather is the part in Blazor, that's not the one on the API. And with the Excel add-in. Yeah, this is the one from the add-in that you actually see in here. This one. So it probably will break if I click hello here. That's true because it doesn't have Office active. That's the same thing I run into myself. So same thing if you go into this one and put that in the Office environment. I do still think like the theming item there. Yeah, excellent. And if you pull this one out and you make that smaller, then you will notice that it will get the hamburger to the top right. Yeah, that's a good first attempt on getting the Excel add-in into the Blazor, not the Blazor, the Aspire context. I'm not sure why this one is not working. So let's have a look. Is it a different port? B. The web app apparently. Is that showing here as well? No. Okay, let's try that one. Yeah, that's the add-in. No, that's not shown this. Oh, I don't know why that's not working. Oh, let's have a look at it some other time. I need to wrap up right now. I think it's an excellent, great piece of work there. Oh, my even my screen is not doing this anymore. Let's see if that's working. That's working. Yes. Great. So finally, after 3 attempts of live streams, we actually got the Aspire environment to work. And I do indeed see that you use the Fluent UI in the Exceladin. Excellent. So we have a nice combination of server-side add-in, Blazor, Fluent UI, the Aspire environment. So all parts actually come together here. Very good to see. Still not sure why it's needing the Docker environment. I doubt that it's actually needed, but maybe that's because I used the Redis cache previously. So I will be back on Wednesday. Wednesday will be a little bit different. Will be a marathon, stream from like 8 hours. Probably also don't record it, but it will be only available on live streaming because there's not much use to do an 8-hour recording, and no one is ever going to have a look at that after the recording. But anyway, if you still want to follow along, just make sure that you subscribed on the YouTube channel and hit the bell. I was reading something on the other screen there. Hit the bell and follow or subscribe on Twitch, whatever you like. I will be back on Wednesday and hope to see you back then again. Bye bye for now. See you next time.